going on and how it is. I'm telling you guys, you have to come off the grid. And everybody says, oh, no, listen. From the horse's mouth. Check it out. This is the Wake Up Call. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow the channel. And also follow me on Facebook at Watchers King. That being said, let's get into it.
We're installing millions of them across the country to enable the new, faster 5G cell phone technology. But tonight, Julie Watts asked the question you're not supposed to ask. We're installing millions of them across the country to enable the new, faster 5G cell phone technology. But tonight, Julie Watts asked the question you're not supposed to ask. Are there legitimate health concerns?
If you would briefly, what are your credentials with McGill University?
I am at the Faculty of Medicine. I am the director of the Occupational Health Program within the Department of Epidemiology, Biostatistics, and Occupational Health. I don't know how you can support the deployment of 5G, a new cellular system that will seriously enhance human exposure to electromagnetic radiation. All human cancer, leukemia, colon, breast cancer, lung cancer respond to electromagnetic radiation at levels hundreds of times below the FCC recommendations. By the way, the FCC have zero medical and biological expertise. They take their marching orders from the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers.
You can put one of your poles 10 feet away from somebody's house.
Correct.
10 feet away from somebody's house. And then the antenna, 360 degrees, whatever's being emitted there is going into somebody's house.
So what we're looking to do is locate mainly on corners so we can get that 360 degree coverage area. It also allows us to avoid the trees.
But houses are on corners sometimes.
Some houses are on corners. Look, we're not looking to violate anyone's space. We do always consider people's property and where to put these locations and devices. So we do our best in every circumstance to keep residents' concerns in mind.
Look, we're not looking to violate anyone's.
Producing lower fertility, and as I'll say later, we're in terrible trouble on this. We're already seeing huge effects. There are also neurological and neuropsychiatric effects based on 25 reviews, and we know that those are caused by EMF exposure.
Some analyses of 5G networks have concluded that transmitters will be required every 2 to 10 houses. Unfortunately, it's the FCC that sets what a safe level of radiation exposure is, not the FDA or the CDC.
Everybody in this room needs to understand the FCC is staffed by former members of the telecommunications industry. They are effectively indemnified against adverse health impact lawsuits when the acceptable limits are higher than the limits actually shown to show harmful health effects. I'm a certified Microsoft small business specialist. I've worked on space station designing the cabling system for the airlock module, where I was responsible for EMI, EMC, and
this trumpet for a long time. A lot of people just like me have been blowing the same trumpet about 5G technology. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't an agenda. This is a depopulation control agenda, just like Agenda 21. 5G technology and Agenda 21 is the same thing there. This is what they're doing. Let me pull up Agenda 21, and I'm gonna show you guys. This is coming. This is not no conspiracy theory. This is happening. Agenda 21, Development Knowledge Platform. Like, this is happening. You see, this is a patent. Agenda 21. This was put out. This United Nation Conference, developed in the Department of Rio in Brazil, 3 to 14. This was in June 1992. Agenda 21. I mean, just look at this stuff. You see it. You see the changing in the patterns. Look at all these different things. The management, resource development, protection of the atmosphere, and the list goes on. Toxins, dangers to products. strengthening the role of major groups. Like, what do you think all this is for? The means, all these different things. This is the reason why they're getting ready to do this. First and foremost, they want to depopulate the world. And if you look at the Georgia Guidestones, check out the Georgia Guidestones. These are the Georgia Guidestones, and I'm sorry for the background. This is the Georgia Guidestones, and this is what the Illuminati, these Luciferian devil worshippers, this is what they want right here: to maintain humanity under 500 million, and there's a balance with nature. See, this is their God. This is their God. This is something that they're worshiping. Baal worship. And all this stuff stems from Rome, pagan Rome. All this stems from pagan Rome, Babylon. All of it stems from there. These are all the different hidden agendas. These are all the different hidden things that are going on. You remember what happened? See the 20 right there? You see, it says, this is how the stones look since they were unveiled on the March 22nd, 1980s. And it can be seen there. We're always making it marketed where the cube would later be placed. At some time in 2009, the cube shape was carefully, chiseled out. That this could not have been done by an amateur or craftsman of a cube of the stone. Would be a skilled job. Of course, it's a skilled job. Now look at what you see right here. When the Twin Towers fell, what did they build? You see that? All this stuff, it lines up. But see, that's why you got to wake up and understand what I'm trying to get you guys to understand about the 5G technology. This is Agenda 21. This is a part of the Agenda 21. Plain and simple. If you don't research, if you don't do your due diligence, do your own understanding, and seeing what's coming behind this quote unquote free America, not just America, this is going to be this is a global agenda. Agenda 21 is a global thing. That's why you got to come off the tail lie vision, turn off your tail lie vision, and research. You have to research. If you don't turn your tail eye vision off and do some research, you'll never see what's coming. These fallen angels, these fallen angels here, fallen angels, these Nephilims, all these guys, man. All this technology was put out here not for humanity's good, but for your downfall. That's why you gotta have spiritual discernment and know what is right and what is wrong. But I say it again, brothers and sisters, it's time to wake up and have an understanding of what's going on. So let's go ahead and finish this a little bit more. This meat.
Analysis, which is electromagnetic interference.
We have been misled and told there is no scientific evidence, when in fact there are thousands of studies showing effects at levels.
Analysis, which is electromagnetic interference.
We have been misled and told there is no scientific evidence, when in fact there are thousands of studies showing effects at levels below allowable limits. In fact, the United States has among the highest allowable radio frequency levels in the world.
Currently, the U.S. Army uses microwave radiation, 95 gigahertz, that's just 5 gigahertz up from the wireless spectrum. These small cell wireless facilities will enable. The U.S. military is using 95 gigahertz as a biological weapon called the active denial system.
And there are now thousands of studies.
Active denial system.
Cell wireless facilities will enable. The U.S. military is using 95 gigahertz as a biological weapon called the active denial system.
And there are now thousands of studies showing the following adverse health impacts to wireless radiation: cancer, oxidative damage, DNA failure, cardiac arrhythmias, and other effects on the heart muscle, as well as blood pressure and vascular effects. ADHD is skyrocketing, behavioral disorders, and learning difficulties, sleep disturbances and memory loss, changes involving the blood-brain barrier and effects on neuron firing rates in the EEGs, disrupted immune function and change in stress proteins, reproductive and fertility effects.
December of 2018, I sent a letter to FCC Commissioner Carr asking him to cite for me recent scientific studies demonstrating the safety of this technology. What research has been done, where has it been published and compiled. He has essentially failed to do so. How much money has the industry committed to supporting additional independent research? I stress independent research. And we're talking about research on the biological effects of this new technology.
Thank you, Senator. I think, thank you for your focus on the issue. Safety is paramount, and as you alluded to, we rely on the expert agencies, we rely on the findings of the FDA and others as to the requirements to keep all of us safe. There are no industry-backed studies, to my knowledge right now. Happy to visit with you as to what opportunities you think there needs to be more studies, and we're always for more science. We also rely on what the scientists tell us.
So essentially, the answer to my question, how much money? Zero.
I can certainly follow up with you, Senator. To my knowledge, there's no active studies being backed by industry today.
Anybody else know of industry commitments to?
But no, I'm not aware of any.
So there really is no research ongoing. We're kind of